All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome back. In this video, I want to tell you about Onnits Shroom Tech Sport. This product is insane. And what I mean by that is that it's insanely effective. This is an energy support supplement, folks, and it's kind of used widely as a pre-workout. Now, before we continue, I just want to say that I do not use this before every, form of exercise that I do. I do not take it every day. In fact, I treat it like a kind of like an exotic spice. I just use it here and there. I use it when I want to push through my normal exercise thresholds and I really want to go beyond my normal limits. And this product, folks, works. It works shockingly well. And I want you to try it. So before we continue, I just want to say that if you look in the description box below, folks, the first link, there is a link that you can click that will allow you to try this product for free. All you have to do is pay the shipping. It's less than, I think, like $6. So you can buy a new bottle for over 20, or you can get a bottle directly from Onnit for less than $6 and try this for yourselves, because I can almost guarantee you, if you try this once, you're going to be blown away by how effective it actually is, as long as you take it properly. And what I mean by that is the proper dosage, and you want to make sure to take this on an empty stomach. So I've taken this product for a very long time. I wanted to really test it before I advocated it, and I've reached the point where I'm a firm believer in this. I've taken it with lifting weights using the Bowflex. I've taken it doing yoga, but I've never taken it doing my barefoot running. So last night around 8 o'clock, I decided, you know what, I'm going to go for a run, but I'm going to take 4 of the Shroom Tech Sport before I go on my run. I just want to see what it's like. Now, normally when I barefoot run, I don't like to do the whole thing sprinting. I like to kind of go at an even pace, because I'm more for the endurance, if you will, than just being able to sprint through the whole thing. But I do go through periods on runs. Like if I'm doing a 5K, I'll sprint a quarter of it, and sometimes I'll sprint half of it, or I'll go at a faster pace, right? I hope that makes sense. Excuse me. At about 8 o'clock last night, again, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to take 4 Shroom Tech Sports. I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to push myself. So I took it. I waited about 30 to 40 minutes, which the bottle tells you to do. Wait a little while after you've taken it on an empty stomach, and then go do your exercise. You guys, I am not exaggerating when I say that this was the most insanely... Did you hear my back crack? This was the most insane run I've ever gone on. When I looked down at my tracker that tracks how long or how far I ran, I looked down. I was aiming for a 5K. I ended up running over a 10K, which is over 6 miles. And the whole thing, there was no fatigue. There was no fatigue at all. The clarity of my mind as well was remarkable. So this is before we continue about my run and everything like that, because I'm trying to paint a picture of how effective this is, guys. Before we get into that, I want to talk about the fact that this is not only, it doesn't just produce energy in the physical body, it produces energy in the mind. It enhances the clarity. So although I don't take this every day, I do believe that people with chronic fatigue syndrome or brain fog could probably benefit from taking this every single day. However, you might not need the 4 capsules. You'd probably do better with just 2. So again, even though I don't take this every day, I can see how certain people could benefit from this. The clarity, the peace of mind. You're just using your energy more effectively. Luna, you're gonna have to wait. So again, guys, I took 4 of these. I went on my run. I was sprinting up hills. I literally had to stop at times. I didn't stop running, but I had to slow down and tell myself, I've got to slow down. Otherwise, I might snap something. Like I remember running at one point. Once that runner's high kicked in tandem with the Shroom Tech Sport, I remember feeling so good and so limitless and so powerful and just so non-fatigued and just so on point and laser-like. I just put my phone in my pocket with my headphones in, listening to music, and I opened my arms while I was running, just smiling and going, this is absolutely insane. I have to slow down, otherwise I might snap something. Again, up hills, running through areas. I stopped at one point and did a bunch of like up and down stairs. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, where you kind of go upstairs really quick and then back down. I was just like nonstop. And then at the end, I was aiming for a 5K, but I didn't stop. I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna go until I feel like I need to stop, right? And when I needed to stop, I looked at my calculator and it was just about 7.1 miles, 6.9, something like that, something crazy. No fatigue. I wanted to keep going. I felt like I could keep doing that over and over and over again, but I said, you know what, I need to stop. I'm doing barefoot running. I don't want to snap anything or do anything like that. So I stopped. Luna, you're gonna have to wait, baby. So I stopped, and you know, it's like I use this as again like an exotic spice, folks. An exotic spice. So let me just move the camera here. Let's go. Come on. And we'll reposition, guys. I use this here and there. I don't like to become dependent on things for exercise. I don't like using pre-workouts like every time I exercise, but I see the validity in using them from time to time, folks. And that's essentially like how I'm using this. I just use this as a special little treat to really push myself beyond my normal boundaries and shatter my limitations. And that's beneficial, you guys. This helps your body produce more energy. It helps you utilize oxygen better. It helps your brain work better. It just, your cellular energy is amped up 10,000 fold. And again, although I don't like taking this every day, when I use it on a rare occasion, it allows me to push myself beyond my normal limits. And that's beneficial because when you push yourself beyond your normal limits, even with the assistance of something like this, when you go back for the next exercise, when you don't take the pre-workout or the energy supplement, you find yourself able to go further. It helps you break through barriers. I really hope that makes sense. I really do. So this, again, helps your body produce more cellular energy. It helps drastically reduce fatigue. In fact, if you go onto Onnits' website, they show it was like a study or a clinical trial, I can't remember off the top of my head, where they did a placebo group in comparison to the group that got Onnits Shroom Tech. And the individuals who got, the group that got Shroom Tech were able to vastly outdo those who got the placebo. So if I remember, I'll put a link to that in the description box below so you can check that out. They have like this interactive graph that you can look at. So when you utilize energy more effectively, when your body's able to utilize energy more sufficiently, you're able to go further. And again, this is let me just read. You guys, excuse me, I'm a little amped up right now because I'm so excited to share this with you. I think that this can help you drastically. If you're an athlete, if you're someone with chronic fatigue, if you just need a boost in general, if you want to push yourself beyond your normal limits, this is insanely effective. To 1,000 out of 10 in the reviews. If I could break the 10 out of 10 limit and go to 1,000,000 out of 10, I would. This is crazy stuff here, folks. And you guys, it's not like a pre-workout that's filled full of a bunch of questionable shit. I've taken pre-workouts in the past, in high school, this, that, and the other, and they always felt gross. Like you just get like overstimulated, you get nervous. This is well balanced. This is just a mixture of the following, folks. Vitamin B12 as methylcobalamin, 750 micrograms. Chromium picolinate, 200 micrograms. And this is a serving is 4 capsules. So what I'm reading is the amount you get for 4 capsules. Shroom Tech O2 blend, cordyceps whole extract and cordyceps whole. Shroom Tech adaptogen blend, ashwagandha root extract, green tea leaf extract, rhodiola root extract, and astragalus root extract. So this has got some really powerful adaptogens in here, folks. It's got an excellent mixture of cordyceps. Cordyceps helps you utilize energy more effectively. It helps your cells produce more energy. You guys, this is a pro ATP supplement here. Vitamin B12 is also a very profound, again, vitamin B12 as methylcobalamin especially is a profound energy enhancing constituent. It helps your brain work better. It gives your body more energy. And to be honest, when I first looked at this blend months ago before I tried this, I went, God, it doesn't seem like there's enough in this to justify investing in this. It doesn't seem like it would produce much of an effect. You know, rhodiola and vitamin B12, but I finally bit the bullet and tried it, and fireworks. Energy out the wazoo. And it's not that I don't have energy, folks. I exercise, I run often. I cycle, I swim. I barefoot walk for at least 12 hours a week, probably more when I factor in all of it. 12 to 15 hours a week is a pretty decent estimate. I do a lot of exercise. I do a ton of grounding. I'm not in need of supplements like this. I like them, however, because I like experiencing things like this that can help my body utilize energy better. I like, again, using them like just here and there, though, just as a little treat. And that's how I look at this. This to me is a treat. If I had chronic fatigue or something like this, or like that, I might end up using this every day, probably at 2 capsules a day, but I don't have those issues. This for me is just a little bit of rocket fuel to push myself beyond that normal comfort membrane, to push myself beyond my normal limits, my normal, like beyond the threshold. I hope that makes sense. When you do that and you do it properly, you guys, that has long-standing benefits. Pushing yourself beyond your limits in a healthy way. You don't want to do it with a ton of caffeine. You don't want to take all these crazy pre-workouts that have these insanely large amounts of synthetic caffeine with weird amino acid ratios and things like that. You want to push yourself to the limits with things that are natural. And that's what this is. This mixture of methylcobalamin and chromium is just remarkably beneficial. And when it's paired with these constituents, the ashwagandha, the astragalus, the green tea leaf extract, wow. Guys, I'm just blown away. I'm all smiles right now because I'm just shocked at how crazy last night's run was. It honestly was shamanic. It was a shamanic experience. Those of you who run, you know what a runner's high is. Well, when you get a runner's high and you do it barefoot, it's drastically different than when you get a runner's high and you're in shoes, guys. I've done the experiments. I've done it long enough. I know the difference. And I pushed myself to such an extreme last night with the aid of this that the runner's high was greatly exacerbated and intensified. And it was just like this clarity that came to me, this connectedness. Hard to explain. Those of you who exercise probably know what I'm talking about. This is very commonplace. People get this with cycling. But when you take your shoes off and you run around and you run around your town and it's like you can see all the trees and you've got all those endorphins moving and the blood's pumping and the oxygen's being utilized properly and you're producing so much cellular energy, the runner's high is greatly intensified. And the Tarahumara, an Indian tribe, I believe in Mexico. I could be butchering that. I apologize in advance if I did, but I believe they're the Tarahumara out of Mexico. These incredibly interesting people run in crude shoes that I believe they call huaraches. And I don't mean crude as in bad. I just mean they're very basic in comparison to all the shit that people use here in the Matrix. People run in these expensive $300 shoes and whatnot. The Tarahumara run in shoes that are made out of recycled car tires and they're wrapped around their ankles with, I believe, goat leather. They're able to run hundreds of miles, folks. And they talk about how running is basically a shamanic experience to them. It's not about these extreme breakthroughs, who can run the fastest. It's more about just a way of life. We are indeed born to run. And I'm bringing this up because they run in an unorthodox manner in comparison to how we're taught to run here in the Matrix. And they run with hardly any protection on their feet in comparison to all these, scientifically backed shoes that people wear here when they run. They're able to go much farther distances. And I'm bringing this up because they talk about that shamanic aspect to running and exercise in general. It's true. It's so true. And yesterday I really tapped into that, and I believe that this helped massively. And it doesn't shock me, you guys, because these adaptogens in here, like the rhodiola, etc., the astragalus, they help your body, just like it reduces stress. And when you're not stressed, you just feel better, you feel more connected. Things just work better for you. Again, I don't want to make this video too long, but I am all smiles right now because of how incredible that run was last night. It's like, I didn't get tired once, and I ran just about 7 miles. And I'm not lying to you when I say that I was pretty much sprinting the whole time, to the point where I had to say, I need to stop. I need to stop because I'm going to end up doing damage because I'm redlining so hard. So I'd have to slow down. And when I'd slow down, my mind would kind of catch up to my body, and there was this like connection between my mind and body, and I just started smiling. It's like, this is crazy. This is fucking amazing. I feel great. This is beautiful. And I feel great when I run without the assistance of things like this, folks. I do. But this to me is like a nice little treat for all of the efforts that I've been putting in. You know, I've been, again, walking 12 to 15 hours a week barefoot, doing a ton of barefoot running, really pushing myself without anything like this. So to me, this is like a nice little dessert to me. And it's so beneficial. It can help you. I believe that this will, if you guys are in a rut even with your exercises, if you've reached a plateau, this is the way to go. No more of these crazy pre-workouts. No more of this nonsense. These dangerous tubs of these mystery powders from these bulk supplement places and these, shops around town. I mean, I've seen some stuff on the back of these pre-workouts that it's like, why would anyone take this? It's like they have all these warning signs all over them, you guys, and it's just, you don't want to mess around with stuff like that. Go with nature. Go with things that are as close to natural as possible. And this is gluten-free, soy-free, and vegan. It's just a simple mixture of extracts, adaptogen extracts, cordyceps extract, and cordyceps whole material, and chromium and B12. You can't get any more basic than this. You can't. So, again, I want you to try this. Click the link in the description box below. Follow that exact link and just get yourself a bottle of this for less than $6. Just pay the shipping. And if you get it directly through that link, you're getting it from the company. You're not getting some counterfeit, fraudulent product. And there's counterfeit, fraudulent products through third-party sellers all over the internet, you guys. I just bought a bottle of Alpha Brain not that long ago from an eBay store to see if it was real. It wasn't. It was not real. So Alpha Brain, huge fan. Gonna be you guys, I've taken so many bottles of this. I've taken this for so long before I started recommending it. And I'm telling you, after months of using this, every day is better on Alpha Brain. Your brain works better. Your memory works better. You feel more grounded and confident. It's because you're giving your body raw material, building blocks, so that your brain can repair itself, your body can reduce inflammation. Incredible. I have a link in the description box below as well if you want to get a bottle of Alpha Brain for free. I also have a link in the description box below if you want to try a bottle of their what's known as New Mind for free. Just follow the links, guys. Follow the links and get yourself some of these amazing products to experiment with. The Shroom Tech by Onnit Shroom Tech Sport. They also have a Shroom Tech Immune. Shroom Tech Immune, you guys, is what I put in my evening drink. Those of you who watch my channel know about my raw egg drink. I call it the Venom Shake. I empty capsules of Shroom Tech Immune into my evening drink. And that's how I get my daily allotment of medicinal mushrooms. I'm also drinking chaga coffee that has coffee laced with chaga in it. And I add shilajit resin to that as well. So I have a balanced flow here, you guys, a balanced flow. And I want you to have a balanced flow as well. I want you to experience the bliss and the well-being of better health. This is a beautiful journey to be on. And there's luckily some very valid tools in this crazy world that we can use to really quantum leap our development, our progress, our forward momentum. You guys, I want you to try these. These are just crazy, just outstandingly effective. Let's just put it that way. And for instance, Alpha Brain is caffeine free, gluten free. It's got nothing but good stuff in it, you guys. I have a video review about the Alpha Brain as well. Just basic stuff. These capsules, you guys, the serving size is 4, and they look like this. Just basic. They're full of stuff. They're not like other companies where you can like squeeze the capsule and the ends will meet or the sides will meet. Every capsule has the same amount of stuff in it, which is a good thing. Consistent results from Onnit, you guys. Consistent results from Onnit. I've experimented with their products for months and months and months. And at this point, it's one of my top 3 products. It's something that I believe in to the point of endorsing. So anyways, 1,000 out of 10 for the Onnits Shroom Tech Sport. If you want to push yourself beyond your normal limits, if you want to experience the limitless nature of your body producing energy more efficiently and your mind working better, then by all means, try it. If you don't want to, that's your decision as well, you guys. But I will say that this has profound long-standing benefit. By pushing yourself, by being able to freely and so easily push yourself beyond your limits, you access a bandwidth of your mind and your body's potential that is normally not accessed. And once you get more familiar with breaking through that threshold, that comfort membrane, the next time you exercise, when you don't have the supplement, you find yourself able to get closer to that without the aid of the supplement. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes we've just got to push through things with the assistance of something to really be able to get into that mindset, that limitless mindset. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to wrap this one up. Again, link in the description box below. Try it for free. All you got to do is pay for shipping. That's not technically free, but it basically is. You can get a $35 bottle of Alpha Brain for $6. Why not take the advantage of this opportunity and do this? Anyways, you guys, I love you all. Peace and power profound to every one of you. Until next time, peace out.